There is a truth that we avoid facing throughout our lives: death. That moment that we will all encounter one day both scares and intrigues us with its unknown. But think about it. What if there was a book that completely explained death? A guide full of secrets that describes the soul's journey after death. Does this book really exist? Or is it a product of humanity's imagination? Today, we will take you into the depths of this book. According to the rumors, this book sheds light on the afterlife. Are you ready? The discovery of the Book of the Beyond. This work, which can be called the Book of the Beyond, when translated into Turkish, is no ordinary book. The origins of this book are uncertain. According to some, it was written by priests in ancient Egypt. Some sources claim that it is a divine text, written by a monk during a trance. Whatever the story, the existence of this book has been told for centuries. So what makes this book different? Does it only tell about life after death? What is told in this book includes both scientific and spiritual dimensions. According to rumors, many people who have read this book have completely overcome their fear of death. However, some believe that this book is cursed, because it is said that those who read and try to understand the book have had strange experiences. What is explained after death? When the soul is freed from the burden of the body, it is filled with a sense of freedom. However, this freedom does not last long. First, darkness appears, then light. This light is where the soul must be directed. However, before reaching there, the soul must be freed from the burdens of the past. This process mentioned in the book parallels beliefs in many religions and cultures. Reincarnation, heaven and hell, or the soul passing to another dimension in the form of energy. These narratives lead readers to deep questioning. According to the book's claim, death is not the end. In fact, it is a new beginning. However, this beginning is not the same for every soul. What you do in life, your choices and your conscience, determine the soul's next stage. The scientific dimension of the book. So how realistic are the claims of this book? Can science really explain what happens after death? Interestingly, some parts of the book seem to be consistent with modern science. For example, the chemical changes that occur in the brain at the moment of death. A 2018 study found that there is intense neural activity in the brain just before death. This could explain the experiences of near-death people, such as lights, tunnels, or the past flashing before their eyes. Near-death experiences may simply be a reaction in the brain to the final moments before death. But what if it's more than that? Spiritual and philosophical approaches. Many cultures view life after death as a spiritual transformation. Hindus believe in reincarnation, while the ancient Egyptians described the afterlife as a complex journey. This book seems to draw inspiration from different belief systems, but the real question is the book really a guide? Or is it a story created by humanity to overcome the fear of death? The moment you understand who you are in life, you overcome the fear of death, because death takes you to a greater truth. The effects of the book and discussions. The reactions of those who read the book are quite different. While some say it changed their lives, others think it is a fallacy. But there is a common point. The book allows us to talk about death, and this is perhaps its greatest achievement. So what do you think? Is death the end or a new beginning? Could what is told in this book be real, or is it just a product of one person's imagination? The book and the personal journey. Scene: the image of someone meditating. He takes a deep breath and smiles peacefully. Perhaps the most important thing this book tells us is this: we must find the meaning of life now. Instead of worrying about what happens after death, we must confront who we are right now. The fear of death is actually the fear of life. And when you read this book, perhaps you can put the fear of death aside. Death, the biggest question for all of us. But perhaps the answer to this question will never come. Do you have the courage to read this book, or do you prefer the peace of the unknown? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to discover more mysteries together. See you in the next video.